day 46 in quarantine. The latest goss in my family is that my brother uses Internet Explorer. We have now invented browser shaming.
Hello and welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your GM, your PM, your DM, Anirudh himself, and sitting across from me, exclusively using Internet Explorer version 1.0.
That's a low blow. It's me, Mansour. And I've also got someone here who thinks that Microsoft Edge is a knife that connects to your internet.
It's me, Mohammed. I didn't hear any of what Mansour said and have no clue if any of it was recorded, but I heard myself called out. Because, boy, that Microsoft Edge is sharp. It slices through even the worst of lag. Microsoft sponsor us.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Okay, guys. How you been? It's been a whole week. We're gonna pretend that's the case.
In reality, it's actually been 3 years. We have all aged significantly and are lying on our deathbeds.
Speaking of, I'm getting married tomorrow, so
My beard has turned white from age. Or from the powdered sugar cookies that I just ate. One or the other.
I think I actually do have a few gray hairs. It's concerning.
Oh no.
I have a significant number of gray hairs.
Alright, Mansour, it looks like it's up to you. You're the youth.
I'm the young one? Okay, well. If I'm the youth of this world, then this world is not going to last much longer.
Speaking of worlds that aren't going to last much longer, does anyone know what happened last time?
We have a year left until the world ends. All right. Last episode, we basically just did a bunch of shopping. I met the Earthquakes up and coming player, Smasher. He signed my baseball cap that I just recently bought. Kyle did some shopping at the grocer and just bought a bunch of food for our journey to Shady Grove. We went to the train station, and then we found out that all the direct trains to Shady Grove were all rerouted because of train traffic. And then we got on a train to Shady Grove. To the neighboring city, which is, I forget the name.
New Birch City.
New Birch City, thank you. And then we're going to go to Shady Grove after that. And that's where we last left off.
All right, cool beans. Mohammed, do you have anything you want to add there?
This is all Mansour's fault.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Listen, I met a sports icon. I had to. It was a priority.
No, yeah. Kyle is not at all salty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with that said, let us dive back in. So the train has just left, and you guys are sitting in passenger compartment number 4 of 5 of them. You're just chilling. So because you were taking the train to New Birch, it is a 30-mile travel. That, based on train speed, should take about an hour.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a slow train.
Yep. So
35 miles an hour. Yeah.
Okay, so I should say this is Pokemon World, so 30 miles per hour is...
This is also early days
decently
for trains.
Fast. Plus, I'm going to make up terrain and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yes, we must wind through all the trees as we have cut none down for the tracks.
Yep. So it should take about an hour, using my dramatic and amazing mathematical measuring skills that are totally legitimate. So you guys have just left. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about or explore or something?
No, I'm just looking out the window.
I was gonna say Kyle has the window seat and has his back to Ralph.
Well, Ralph is looking past Kyle's shoulder out the window anyway.
So, as you're looking out the window, you guys are currently. So, are you guys on the right side of the compartment or the left side of the compartment?
I
Like,
envision right
like
side.
which side of the passenger car?
I envision right side, so we'll go with that.
Oh wait, so if the seats are facing each other, like with their backs to the windows, Kyle is not sitting next to Ralph right now. If that's the case,
So you're sitting across from me? Is that what this
they are
is?
sitting on opposite ends.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that then.
The train is traveling. Since you're sitting on the right hand side, the window that you have, you can see the ocean, like seaboard, like not seaboard. You can see the ocean out there. Like you're traveling. If you're looking at the map, you're traveling down south. So you're currently going basically along the coast, almost like you're traveling to Oakport. So you can see on the right hand side, you see, the ocean and maybe some beaches and stuff like that as you're traveling.
Sweet.
So what exactly is Kyle thinking right now? Let's dive into the mind of Kyle.
Kyle at this point, like he's on the other side of the train from Ralph, so like he's kind of looking out at like the forest, and he's just kind of going to his happy place. Like he's still kind of upset, so he's just trying to like, calm down and gather himself, kind of.
And Ralph?
Ralph is just looking out the window, excited, just waiting to get to Shady Grove and save the world, hopefully. He's thinking about what life's going to be like when he's a hero and just how great that's going to be, because he's always wanted to do that ever since he was a wee, well, even smaller wee Machop. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Both of you guys roll perception, so this is beauty.
Okay, doke. 19!
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so let's see, that works for this. It's a pass-fail type of thing. I'm not doing a mixed success for this one. You hear a knock on the door.
Ralph, in his immediate instinct, just goes, "Come in!" This is the train car door, right?
Okay. This is the train car door. So the entire passenger compartment for number 4 is effectively empty, with the exception of you two, which are apparently on the opposite sides. And you hear the door knock for your entire carriage. So you say, "Come on in." Kyle, do you say anything, or are you just still looking out into the forest?
I mean, Kyle's kind of looking out the corner of his eye, trying to like see who's at the door when they open it, but he's not gonna say anything.
Okay, the door opens, and you see walking in Smasher.
Whoa, crazy! Hey, guy, thanks for signing my cap. Kyle, hey, this is the earthquake guy I was telling you about. He signed my baseball cap. And yeah, crazy how we just ran into each other the second time.
Yeah, it's real. What voices? Let me try again. Yeah, it's real crazy.
Smasher kind of walks in, and you don't even need to make a perception check for this. You can tell he is nervous.
Hey, Smasher, what's got you? What's on your nerves, man? What's going on? You don't look too.
Hey,
calm.
man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you look? You don't look too calm. What's going on?
And he's pacing the car effectively.
Oh,
So I saw you come in here, and I knew you guys are guild people because I overheard you buying that thing in the Kekleon shop. Listen, man, I got a problem, and I was hoping you could help.
well, sure. Saving people is what we do.
All right, great. So here's the thing, slight issue. So June 1st we've got practice. The Earthquake's got practice in Birch City, and the practice starts at 1.
And
Okay.
you know right now that you've been traveling for about 5 minutes. The time right now is 12:20,
Oh boy.
and it'll
it's
take about an hour.
Right. Okay. So he'll get there at 1:15.
And he's pacing even more right now. He's practically like jogging across the passenger car.
Dude, man, if I don't make it,
Or wait, no, let me do this properly.
So, dude, man, if I don't make it here, I'm going to be screwed beyond belief. I can't believe I have to deal with this, man. I'm just a rookie. I don't know what's going on. Help me, please.
All right, well, calm down. My mom says every single. Oh my god, it's been a while since Ralph has said my mom says. My mom says, if things are too much right now, just take a couple deep breaths and just collect your thoughts. So, right now you're on this train. You need to get to practice. Can't really get there that quickly. Well, or you're not gonna get there in time as things stand. What can we do to kind of make the issue not an issue anymore? Is 15, because it sounds you got practice at 1. We're probably gonna arrive at like 1:15. Like 15 minutes isn't really that bad, I don't think. Like, I don't know. I'm just a fan, but what's the manager's name? I feel like Ralph would know the manager's name.
Well, okay, so here's what I will say. Dude, didn't you hear the news recently, man?
What news?
It happened 2 days ago.
What was it?
Well, we got a new manager.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I heard all about that, but, so what? I mean, I don't know what they're like, but maybe it won't be that big a deal.
No, man. Dude, the manager, it's not good. Man, I don't mean to be that guy, but the new manager is not like the old one.
Oh, man. So are they really gonna make it such a big deal out of being like 15 minutes late to practice?
So I want you, Ralph, actually both of you. I know Kyle isn't really listening, but he's kind of is and kind of isn't.
He's kind of paying attention.
Can you both roll a smart roll? Actually, well, let me think. Yeah, smart roll for history.
Oh, no.
I will give Ralph advantage.
Okay.
That's a
9
fat
for the
4.
first one, and a 10 for the second one, so I got a 10.
Okay, so... Okay. Kyle, the more they talk, the more you seem to fade away. Ralph, since you got a mixed success, you vaguely heard of who the coach is. The manager is. The manager is Primate. And the only thing you remember is that this Primate, who you can't remember his name, the only thing you remember is that he used to coach the Shadows. Or used to, I keep saying coach because I'm so used to those type of sports. He used to manage the Shadows.
Okay. How well have the Shadows been doing in the league?
Let me put it this way: the Shadows, and no offense to this Muhammad, the Shadows are the Patriots of the baseball league.
Oh, wow.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That's a compliment.
In that they have been very successful, but there's a lot of no. They've been very successful, but there's a lot of questions into regards of how they got their success.
Oh, I see. So they had their own. Well, it's baseball. I don't know how you can rig baseball. But
We're not touching that one.
Oh, right. He's the Shadows manager. Okay. So maybe not the best in terms of being nice to their players. Well, but also,
Dude,
he's not.
That's an understatement. This dude, you don't understand, man. If you're 5 minutes early, you're late.
What? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, also, just spitballing here. You know, the Shadows have had some. I don't want to make too much. You don't have to confirm or deny this, because I understand you might have some contracts with some sponsorships or whatever. But you know, the Shadows aren't necessarily the most play by the rules kind of team, if you know what I mean. And so maybe he's not really a play by the rules kind of guy either. So maybe it won't be that big a deal if you're late, because it's not really by the rules.
He stares at you blankly.
All right, that was dumb. I'm sorry. Anyway, so maybe the manager does care. Well, how can we work around this? Is there any way? I don't think we can, but maybe there's a way we can make this train go faster.
Look, man, I maybe if you're able to talk to the conductor and somehow if the roads are clear. I mean, the only thing that would potentially get either we need to make the train go faster or have a reason for me to be slower.
Oh, yeah, we can make up like an excuse for you. Well, this might sound really mean, but what if I punch you and then you can make it look like you got mugged?
I mean, I don't think that'll work.
Like there was a train robbery.
And I don't really...
A train robbery?
No. Not saying that we actually rob a train. That would be ridiculous. I mean, I just punch you, so you get like the bruise, and then you could just be like, ah, man, that train robbery, I had to fight him off to save the train. That's why I'm 15 minutes late, coach. I'm a hero.
I don't, man, I don't really know. Maybe we can go talk to the conductor or something?
Yeah, let's do that, actually. That sounds like a smarter idea.
Ralph, make a perception check. So that's a beauty.
Okay. 9.
Alright, okay, so that doesn't do anything. Yeah, so Kyle, do you want to make a perception check as well?
Sure thing. Oof. 2 minus 1 is a 1.
Oh, we're not getting
Okay,
good rolls
so that's
today.
That's a dirty
Kyle
one.
is in his own world.
Okay, so Ralph and Smasher head on out to passenger cart number 3. Kyle doesn't even notice that they left.
All right, where's the conductor at?
Yeah, man, so, I guess we just gotta keep walking over to the, front of the car.
Makes
And
sense.
so you walk into number 3, and you see there's a few Pokemon, nothing spectacular, nothing crazy. You walk past, you walk into number 2, you see a few more Pokemon. It seems like the farther forward you head, the closer you get to the front of the car, the either more richer or more sociable Pokemon they are. But all the same, nothing really striking at you. And you head into number 1, and make another perception check.
Okay. We've got a natural 1. Are you kidding me?
Oof.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing really badly with rolls today.
Oh man, no kidding. So what happens is, let me see. Actually, yeah. So what happens is you, as you're walking, you trip on something and fall face plant into the ground and take a damage.
Ow! Cool. Now I have 20 HP.
And you hear a voice, basically just say,
Hey, watch where you're going.
Oh, sorry, sir. Or ma'am. I'm just not on my A game today.
you hear the person just say, "Oh,
Yeah, don't do that again.
Okay. Who did I trip over, or who am I talking to?
You rolled a 1, so you can't tell what you can't tell how if they exist. Like that you rolled nothing.
As far as Ralph knows, it's the voice of God.
As far as you know, this is Adam the Alakazam talking. Like you have no idea.
Yeah. It's just like I tripped, and then the Alakazam is like, "Ooh, watch where you go." From wherever he is, it's just in my head. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep moving with Smasher and see where the conductor is.
So you walk over to the conductor, and conductor basically, who am I gonna say the conductor is? Let me think. The conductor's a golem.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Conductor's a golem, kind of just like shoveling coal in and doing. Since it's a Pokemon, they're more powerful. So I'm assuming he's just doing everything. But like boss at it. Anyway, so the golem's busy shoveling coal in and kind of just turns around and says,
Yeah, kid, what you want?
Yeah. So this right here, Smasher's is with me, I assume. This right here is an up-and-coming baseball star, and he, at the current rate that this train is going, it's going kind of slow, and he's gonna be late for practice. And I don't know if you're a sports fan, but it's kind of like the manager. Anyway, listen, we need this train to go faster for my main man over here, my main chum. Is there any way this train can get to its destination quicker than it is currently going right now? Maybe you could shovel harder, like that coal.
So roll a roll a persuasion check. So that is cute.
Okay, that's also 0. 5. Oh.
So
Today, dear Lord.
good lords. You are rolling d20s, right?
I am rolling d20s, yes.
Okay. Not rolling like d8s or something.
No, I am rolling d20s, and I'm getting sub 8 numbers on all of them.
So the golem doesn't even turn around. He's just like, all right, kid, let's see what I can do. But he keeps shoveling at the same pace, and he's pretty much in his own world right now, so there's really not much of a chance that you're going to be able to talk to him any more than that.
Gosh darn it. Well, Smasher, I really don't know what else we can do besides just short of like punching you and pretending that there was a train robbery on this train. But I don't want to punch. I don't want to punch someone that I look up to who also just signed the cap that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, man, I'm not a big fan of the whole punching thing either.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to my compartment? I rented out the entire fifth one, so I could have a view to myself. If you and your friend want to come over.
Yeah, man. I get to spend it being in a train car with someone on the actual earthquakes. Oh, that's sure. All right, let's go back to your car and figure out what we can do.
He's already walking back, and he looks a bit, like, disillusioned as he walks through.
Oh, boy. I feel bad for this guy.
Well, yeah, this is his first big shot, and apparently he might be losing it, but, we'll see what happens. I don't know. So you, continue walking, you go back to the fourth car. Kyle is, probably, I don't know, Kyle's lying upside down or something. I don't know. Kyle, what exactly are you doing in this own world of yours?
I mean, at this point, like, Kyle's not even like sitting on the seat anymore. He's like turned around, like kneeling on it, like looking out the window, like head like on his arms, and he just looks like comfortable right now, and he looks very peaceful right now.
All right. And Smasher kind of just walks into his compartment, almost like he forgot about talking to you about coming to his zone. Ralph, what are you planning on doing?
I'm gonna follow him back into the compartment because I want to spend time with my big boy who signed my my autograph or signed my cap. Sorry.
Okay. Kyle, are you gonna follow them, or are you still in your own little world?
Nope.
Okay. So, you have, you go back into the compartment, and you see the compartment is decked out. It's almost like its own, like, there's a batting cage and everything. It's almost like they set this up for him. And he picks up a bat, walks us into the batting cage, switches on the, like, little ball shooting machine, and he starts just whacking these things.
Oh wow, they set all this up for you? Like that's really cool, man.
I'm gonna roll a d20 myself just to see how good he is. Let's see if my luck is any better, because I don't think I've rolled yet today.
Rolls in that 20.
I hope so.
That's an 8. He's
All right.
he's hitting a couple. Nothing great. You can tell his frustration in not being able to get there on time is coming, because he's missing some of these like easy ones.
All right. Gosh, I don't know what we can do. We're on this train. I don't think there's a way we can make it go faster, and the coach seemingly doesn't care. The only thing is we can make up an excuse for you to be late, and I can't really think of one right now.
Yeah, I can't think of anything either, man. This is so frustrating.
And he tosses his bat on the ground. It breaks.
Oh.
But as it breaks, you hear an explosion. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM, PM, DM of Not a Scratch. This episode is a bit shorter compared to what we've usually had in the past, but hopefully it's just as enjoyable. Future episodes come out on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things you need to do when supporting a podcast. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends. In fact, the first person on any social media that you see, share us with them. Great way to support the podcast. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into the community and also give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast, or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We want to thank Glitch X City for the song Kirby's Dream Land, the lo-fi remix, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Lake Theme lo-fi remix, Giratina Battle remix, Pokemon Gold and Silver Rival Battle remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Solemn Vow and Strangers on a Train. Thanks again for listening. With that said, let's find out what that explosion was.
Where's the explosion coming from?
You can't tell. You think, however, it's in the front of the train.
What the heck is going on? Okay, Smasher, did you hear that?
He looks at the bat for a second. That wasn't me, right?
You're not that strong. Let's go. and then I'm gonna run into the fourth car where Kyle's presumably sitting.
You run into the fourth car. Kyle, roll tough.
Hey, a 10.
All right, so a 10 on the d20 is a mixed success. So you are currently pinned down by some rubbish, like some random scraps and stuff like that. You haven't taken any damage, but you are stuck.
Kyle, oh no! Smasher, come. Let's we gotta get him out of there.
Okay, and it is time for a mini game, I guess.
A mini game? Oh no.
Hey guys,
What?
welcome to the mini game.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So as you know right now, that there are 4 passenger carts and the actual engine portion. So there are 5 different sections there. You two, although technically just Ralph right now because Kyle is stuck, you two need to pass 3 of them in order to be able to get to the front of the car on time. Otherwise, this train will have something bad happen that I won't explain until later. So, long story short, you have 5 trials to go through. You have to pass 3 of them. Right now, I'll describe the scene, and then one of you two, depending on who's active, or able to move, one of you two needs to roll a specific thing and explain how you think that will help you in a way. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. So this first car, it is a bunch. The seats have been torn apart. They're going side to side, and it looks like an obstacle course. If an obstacle course was made of like cotton.
Okay. I am going to roll tough to basically not like just to push past the obstacle course. Like I'm not gonna try to like hop over these things. I'm just gonna try to like push him out of the way to get to the next car.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll a d20. A full success is a full pass. Half success is half pass, and then a fail is a 0. You need to get 3 points to get there on time. So each one's worth a point or whatever.
Okay, so I have +3 on tough, which is why I chose that. 18 plus 3 is 21. We finally got a good roll.
Okay.
A little overkill, if I do say so myself.
That's kind of overkill, but it's fine.
All right. So you see this like cotton obstacle course, and so the roll is effectively for whoever the party is, I suppose. So you and Smasher, how do you get through?
We just push chairs and stuff aside. If there's like a curtain in the way, like we just like rip it open. Or if it's like a very like soft chair, we rip it open. We're just muscling our way to the front of this car.
All right, so you muscle your way easily. So that's a full point right there. All you need is 2 more to get to the front on time. So even if you pass the next 2 and fail the next 2, it doesn't matter. As long as you get the 3 full points. Got it? Cool, so you muscle up to the front. Kyle is stuck under just a slightly larger couch or something. He's not able to get out on his own. How do you guys pull him out? You abandon him? What do you do?
I think we're gonna pull him out because, yeah, he's our friend.
With that 21, you're so mad you just toss this chair out the window, which by the way is also broken. And as the train continues to go,
It's like some poor like farmer or something just like by the train track, and then this freaking like couch just flies out the window as the train is passing by. Okay.
you see, there's just some random dude that's like, there's some random bystander that's like, hey, free couch.
Thanks, Ralph. What happened?
I don't know. There was just some kind of explosion, and now we're gonna go to the front of the train car to check it out. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of bad.
All right, let's go.
All right, you head into compartment number 3. In compartment number 3 right now, and I need to make sure I'm doing this right. Into compartment number 3 right now. By the way, you Ralph cannot use tough again.
Okay. Fair
Because
enough.
I've used it once. Okay.
Fair enough.
The same. Kyle can still use tough, but Ralph cannot.
Okay.
So right now, you see a bunch of Pokemon in this 3rd compartment that are trying to clamor for the exit, and they're blocking the path. How do you get through? Either one.
Let me take this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So Kyle, ever the calm presence, well, I mean, when he's not incredibly upset, is he's basically gonna go through the car and kind of calm people down, assure people things are gonna be okay. Even though he's just a kid, like he's like his instincts just kind of kick in of just like, all right, listen, I need to calm the masses here. And for that, I will roll cute because
Okay.
charisma.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
14 could be better.
After modifier, that's a 14.
After modifier is 14.
Okay, so that's
So, okay.
half a point. So you guys get through. It took some time to squeeze. Kyle, you were able to go through easily, but it took some time for Machop and Smasher to get through the crowd. But once you do, you enter into compartment number 2.
Okay.
Okay. In this compartment, you notice that there is almost like a glass, like one of the windows, like there's a really large window. One of those windows just got pinned to the door, and it seems like you either have to break it, push it, do something to it to move it out of the way.
Describe it again. It's a glass.
One of the really large windows from the sides. Actually, let's say one of the doors. Actually, the doors just kind of smashed into the other door, so now it's like a double-decker door, I suppose. And you're gonna have to move this first door out of the way to be able to get to the second door to open it.
Okay. I think. Oh, I can't use tough, which seems to be the obvious way. Kyle, what's your tough? What's your tough modifier? What does that look like to you?
Even net 0.
Do you want to try toughing for it?
I'm trying to think outside the box here.
Cool is like dexterity, right?
Yeah.
If you give a very creative answer, I will give you inspiration points.
Okay.
Which, kind of self-explanatory, but...
Okay. I have cool, which is +1. What I could do is I will try to... This is like sleight of hand, I guess. It's like being able to position myself in the most optimal way, like to get like my hands and like my body weight like in the correct sort of like leverage point in order to push like this other door out of the way. Does that make sense? Like, it's not basically I'm working.
I'd argue that's acrobatics over sleight of hand, but it's still under the same modifier.
Yeah, it's more like working smarter or like faster, not harder, I guess. That's kind of my that's my rationale for it.
Yeah, sure. If you want to go for that, go ahead and roll for cool.
Rolling for cool. I got +1 on that. 11 + 1 is 12.
All right, cool. So that's another half point. You guys are now at 2 points, with 2 more doors remaining. You need 1 more point. So you kind of just position yourself, and I feel like you almost give it a couple of quick jabs, and it breaks apart. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So just and then the door just shatters, and you're able to get through.
Nice.
This final door before you can, so this final compartment before you can get into the conductor's door effectively. It is blocked by this Munchlax, and it is seriously injured. And Munchlaxes, as you know, are very heavy, big Pokemon. So, how are you going to deal with this?
It's an injured Munchlax next to the door.
I mean, the obvious choice here is have someone kind of tend to it and help it move out of the way while the others go through. The problem is that very clearly falls under beauty, which we're both garbage.
Right. Well, I have 0 on beauty, and I've already used all my positive ones. So
I have a negative modifier on beauty. So
do you have any positive skills left?
Cool and smart.
I think you could probably finagle a way to get smart to work here.
Kinda.
You could have smart just to be like how to like find out what the nature of the injury is, and then just like give the really quick first aid in order to get him to move.
I could here's the thing, I could say that, but that very if we're using D&D analogs, that very clearly falls under wisdom, not intelligence.
I mean, I suppose, but
I could finagle it, or you could roll beauty.
it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Anything that works, because you can also use another one if you think that works.
But I also want to leave these positive, because I don't have many positive rolls. I want to leave these open for the last room as well.
Okay. In that case, I could just use beauty, and it'll be 0. Let's do that. Let's go with I'm just gonna walk over and be like, "Hey, buddy, it's gonna be okay." Like, try to like help him and get him to a better position so that he can
So
better
to be more specific, what type of check is this? Perception,
This is-
animal handling, etc.
This is like this is the equivalent of a medicine check in D&D, which would be wisdom.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do this roll. Please be high. 16. Okay.
That is a full success, which means, if I'm not mistaken, have you reached the...
That's 3.
That's 3 points.
That's 3? Okay, cool. So this last door is stuff to get through it, but timing doesn't matter anymore. You get through, it has a medicine thing. You know exactly what type of injury this is, because you rolled a full success. This is a burn injury. Now, you can choose to heal it, or you can choose to just tell him it's a burn and then pass him off to another passenger. This is your choice.
Hey man, you gotta burn. We gotta bounce. No, I'm gonna help. Like, I'm gonna treat him, obviously.
How will you treat him?
Is there any?
Do you
Cold
do you
water.
or do you or someone you know have anything that could potentially help treat a burn?
I only have in my inventory, an apple, an orange. Oh, I got an orange berry. I can give it to him and heal the HP. Like, give it to him as like healing. Yeah, like it's
That's like a temporary solution.
That's first aid. That's the point of first aid, is that it's temporary.
I mean, I have a rost berry.
What do raspberries do?
They heal burns. If
Oh,
you want to ask for that.
it's up to you though. It's in your inventory.
I mean, is this Ralph asking Kyle if he has
This
anything?
is Ralph asking him, "Do you got anything?" And then you're like, "I got." You're like, I got a raspberry," and they're like, "All right, do you want to give it to him or do you want to keep it for later?"
Kyle just tosses over the rost berry, just like, yeah, no, like, it's all good.
Okay. The Munchlax is just like watching this conversation, like, "Are you seriously asking if I can have this?" I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, I was thinking the second that, like, Ralph had asked, oh, like, do you have anything? Like, Kyle was just gonna toss the raspberry and move on.
Oh, okay. That works. That's much better and more humane.
Okay, so after your discussion, Munchlax kind of looks at you like, really, these are my saviors? But he thanks you anyway.
You're welcome. Let's get to the next card.
Alright, you head into the final car, and this is the conductor, engineer, engine thingamabobber. So we'll say, okay, so there is a door that separates the coal stuff from the actual driving part, because I know trains. Me, big train boy.
Okay.
So the coal place, this is just black. It is pitch black. You cannot see a thing.
Okay.
You can't tell where the door is either.
Okay.
How do you get through?
Are the conductor and engineer in the room?
You do not see them. If you want to take a guess, they are the golem is likely in the driving portion of it.
Okay, and I assume that's in the actual like front car. Like, we're in the second to front car, right?
Yeah. So this is one very large car separated by like a literal door, not like
Like,
you're
we're in the back
separating,
half of
like
the front car.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Okay. Are we still in the sort of mode where we can't use certain skills, or are we just?
You are still in minigame mode.
Okay. Well, I've only
I'm
got
thinking,
cute and smart left, and smart is bad for me. So.
I mean, I was just thinking, Kyle as a Trico can just go ahead and, because like the second the door is open, like you'll be able to see your way through. So I was thinking Kyle's just gonna like, do some fun Trico wall and ceiling climbing to get through here,
Ooh, I like that.
which would be acrobatics which is a cool check. 18.
18.
Nice.
So just to add that extra point on there in case it wasn't 3. I think it was, but in case it wasn't, I'm pretty sure you have 3 now.
Well, we have 3 full successes and then 2 mixed successes. We did not fail.
Oh, you guys just bodied this place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way to save your rolls for
Dice
that.
rolls became good when we needed them to be good.
Okay, so Trico and kind of wall climbs and finds the door, points to it, basically leading you to you being Ralph and Smasher inside. And inside, you see the conductor, the golem, knocked out in the corner.
Oh boy.
And you see 3 Pokemon in particular that are now driving this train car. And they look very familiar because, Ralph, you tripped on one of their things, but you weren't able to tell who it was. And Ignis turns around and says,
Well, 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 back for more?
and we'll end the episode there.
Wait, Ignis is like part of like the Rock Gang, right? When that like
Yep.
the criminals. Oh my, that's wow. I'm scared.
You have superpowers.
That's true. I got a really powerful band. I could probably knock them out in one punch. Also, they are like rock types anyway. Like we beat them up really easily last time. It'll be easier now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see if there's any
Okay.
tricks.
This is where the RNG gods come to haunt you.
Maybe,
Yeah, you have tempted them.
perhaps.
All right. With that said, thank you very much for listening, all of you wonderful folks at home. I have been your GM, your PM, your DM, Anirudh himself.
And I've been Mansour playing Ralph.
And I've been the player of Kyle, Muhammad.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care.